Welcome back to Zion's Redemption Radio Network. I'm your host, Mark Lichtenwalter. So, today we're going to be going over part one of chapter two of Mysteries of Creation. The title of this chapter is called, um, oh, I forgot, The Wonderful Universe or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It'll be on the screen. But it's just talking about how awesome everything is, on how everything is precise, and that we live on an earth that has been intelligently designed. um, Sorry, it is 3:30 a.m. in the morning on the 12th of January 2026, and I have 2 hours until I get back to Carbon County. So anyway, but I did prepare like a very short article, um, talking about like how important the gravitational forces of the moon are to existence on the Earth. Um, I talk about how important the oceans are and the tidal forces, but also the moon. I don't know if you know this or not, but it actually stabilizes our orbit, um, so that we don't have this crazy wobble. The 23.6 degrees of the tilt of the axis of the Earth, and also like the minor, what do you call it? The tilt for the seasons. That's all part of what the moon does for us. And it's right at the exact place that it needs to be for us to have our seasons, and the tidal forces and stuff that actually circulate the oceans, and how the oceans are important because the plankton within the ocean causes the majority of the oxygen that we breathe on this earth. It's not just trees and plants on the land. It's like a huge part of the oxygen on the earth comes from these biological, life forms in the oceans. And how important, even like, I hate that I say all the time. Sorry if that annoys you. It annoys me too. Anyway, but just, I don't know. There's so many different intricate details in why this earth is able to sustain life, and it cries out intelligent design. Absolutely. God prepared this earth for us, and the plant life and the animal life, to have a place to live, to dwell on this earth. The volcanic, activity actually creates the carbon dioxide that the plants need to breathe. And in order for the plants, or in order for us to have oxygen, we need the plants to breathe the carbon dioxide. It's such a symbiotic relationship, that all of these different elements of this earth and the way things are, that make it possible for us to have this beautiful, wonderful planet to live on. You know, there's a lot of times when I think about the destruction, the cleansing, and everything, but I think about how this earth existed before. you know like it didn't rely on people being nice for the earth to do its thing, right? And this earth will be around after all of the cleansing and everything. And I look around and I think how it'll be when we go into the desolate heritage, that Isaiah saw, that the remnant goes into after the cleansing. And as we clean things up, and as we start civilization off in a terrestrial kingdom, or the terrestrial phase of the history of this earth, Like, this land has always been here, regardless of whether people were here to mess with it or not, you know? So I don't know. I researched a bunch of stuff, and was able to make a really short article. It's only like 2 minutes long. So we'll do the summary, the reading itself of pages 12 and 13, and then I'll share that little article. And it's just to give you something to chew on, to ponder over. I love the fact that Heavenly Father created this earth for us, that He organized this earth for us, and that He decided to put the plants and animals that are on this earth here because He wanted it there. You know, Michael is the one that did that. Jehovah assisted Michael, but Michael did the work. Basically, it was like Jehovah had already done this before, and he was showing Jehovah how to do it. And Jehovah was the one that named all of the animals. Like, he gave names to them. That's powerful. Like, when you understand the like words in the Adamic language and how they had power before the Tower of Babel and all of that. So anyway, I think it's all fascinating. I will be happy to go on to part 2 tomorrow on the 13th. I think there's more scriptural citations that I like the scriptural citations, um, because that gives me even more stuff to think about. This one didn't have too many of them, or any of them really. It quoted a book, it quoted Moses, but it wasn't a lot. But he's basically, Ogden's trying to lay out the framework for this chapter in these beginning 2 pages. So, and like I said before, this chapter is page 12 to page 26, I think. So, all right, well, I'm just going to play them both, and then I don't think I'll have any commentary on the back end, but I'm going to get this out hopefully by 5 in the morning, at least uploaded onto the YouTube, so that I don't have to worry about it when I wake up. Because let's see, if I get back at let's see, excuse me, I'll probably be back around 5:45 and be done by 6. So I'll be able to start tomorrow at 4, but then I'll be loading and doing all the things. So I'd rather just get this done today, way early in the morning, so that I don't have to worry about it so much. And then when I do have time, then I'll create part 2, which will come out on Tuesday. So once again, I try to get something out into YouTube Premium with a live chat Sunday through Friday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or Utah time, basically. So I'm not always able to do that, but I do try. There's just a lot going on in my life, and I've been pushed back into the nocturnal driving again, which I'm fine with, but I'm not as, oh, what do you say, like, I was more used to it before, and then they made me do days, and I yawned all day, every day, for like 2 months, and now well, I don't know if they're letting me, but last week I went through some snowstorms and stuff, which put me behind schedule. And the week before that, there was other delays as well. So I'm not where I want to be as far as my schedule goes, but it is what it is, and I'll roll with the punches as they come. So, all right, well, thank you for watching, and let's get into the summary of Chapter 2, Part 1, the reading itself of the 2 pages, and then also the article that I was able to post into oh, excuse me, into a format where I could share it with you, as I can't read it while I'm driving, but I can put it in my reader program. So, all right, well, thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope that this is edifying for you, as it is for me, and I hope it gives you something to think about, to ponder, to chew on, and you know, take it to the Father. So, it is by the power of the Holy Ghost that we may know the truth of all things. So, all right, it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone. God bless, and I'll see you later.
Wonders of the Universe, Chapter 2 of Mysteries of Creation, by Ogden Kraut. Summary, Part 1 of Wonders of the Universe, Chapter 2, pages 12-13. In Part 1, Ogden Kraut emphasizes the overwhelming vastness and complexity of the universe and humanity's limited ability to comprehend it. He explains that even something as magnificent as the Sun is only a tiny fragment within countless galaxies, each filled with innumerable stars far greater than our own. This immense scale leads naturally to humility, echoing Moses' realization that, after seeing only a portion of God's creations, he understood how small and insignificant man truly is in comparison. Kraut clarifies that although the book focuses primarily on the creation of the earth, a basic understanding of the broader universe is essential to grasp the power, intelligence, and magnitude involved in Earth's creation. He points out that wonder is inspired not only by what is visible to the naked eye, but also by discoveries made through microscopes and telescopes, revealing harmony and balance at both the smallest and largest scales. The author highlights the astonishing design of life and the Earth itself, from the complex, self-repairing systems of living bodies to the precise conditions that sustain life on this planet. Earth's tilt, atmosphere, distance from the Sun and Moon, and internal structure all demonstrate extraordinary balance and control. Kraut concludes that while scientists, philosophers, and poets view the universe in different ways, to the religious mind it stands as a revelation of divine purpose, pointing unmistakably to intelligent design and a creator behind the heavens. Reading of pages 12 and 13. Complexities of our universe, galaxies, and solar system. The vast complexity of the universe extends far beyond the shallow confines of our mortal minds. We have only scratched the surface of knowledge pertaining to this world, not to mention the rest of creation. Our Sun is only a speck among the endless galaxies that compose our universe, as clearly described below. But, great and glorious as the Sun is, and seemingly so much greater than every other object in the sky, it is really only a tiny fragment, a mere speck, in the magnificent starry empire of which it is a part. It is less to the material universe at large than a globule to our globe. With all its retinue of ponderous orbs, it is only one of innumerable hosts of such suns and systems. There are myriads of stars in space immeasurably greater than it. The Gospel in the Stars, Joseph A. Seiss, pages 9-10. Is it any wonder that Moses, after being shown just the world upon which he was created, and the ends thereof, said, "Now, for this cause I know that man is nothing, which thing I never had supposed." Moses chapter 1 verses 8 and 10. This book is dealing mostly with the creation of just our earth, but to better understand the magnitude and power involved in its creation, it is important to know a little about the entire universe and our earth's relationship to it. Page 13. Mortal man stands in awe of the wonders of the universe. Its beauties, balances, and perfections are beyond the grasp of man's finite mind. But it is not just with the natural eye that some of these wonders can be seen. Through the microscope many more astounding perfections can be appreciated, and through the telescope one can observe the expanse of sun, moon, and stars as they revolve in perfect harmony. Pertaining to just our earth, the balances in nature on the land, under the sea, and in the heavens, provide evidence of how all things are kept under the utmost control. The organization of every living thing is another wonder that baffles men of science. The natural machinery of every physical body with its plumbing, electrical, sensory, heating and cooling, massive library, photographic and energy system is beyond comprehension. Then, in addition, how these pieces of machinery can repair themselves, are all wonders indeed. Going further, the construction of our planet Earth staggers the imagination. Such a masterpiece is beyond our comprehension. The exact tilt of this sphere to cause our seasons, the needed percent of oxygen for so many breathing things, the proper distance to the sun and moon to give us the right temperature, tides, etc., and just the right size and circuitry of the Earth for the proper weight, densities and environment. These are just a few of the magnificent wonders of our little planet. They are a constant display of ingenious mathematical, chemical, and constructional engineering. We live in a day when interplanetary exploration is becoming commonplace. We now have spacecraft that can travel through our solar system photographing other planets as they pass by them. To the scientists, the universe is a frontier of great adventure, as the West was for Daniel Boone. To the philosopher, it is beauty. To the poet, it is exotic verse. But to the religionist, the universe is a revelation on the purpose of life and the creations of the heavens. Divinely orchestrated Earth, an LDS perspective on intelligent design. In the grand tapestry of creation, members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints find a profound affirmation of divine purpose in the intricate and harmonious systems of our planet. Every element of Earth's design, from the carbon dioxide released by ancient volcanoes to the life-giving oxygen produced by the oceans, testifies of a Creator who lovingly prepared this world for His children. In the beginning, the Lord set the stage by forming the Earth's atmosphere, allowing volcanic activity to release carbon dioxide. This foundational gas became the building block for life, as the Lord introduced living organisms that could transform it into oxygen. Through this miraculous process, the Earth became a place where human beings could breathe, live, and fulfill their divine potential. But the story of Earth's design goes even further. The Moon, placed in its perfect orbit by divine wisdom, stabilizes the Earth's tilt and creates the tides that circulate nutrients throughout the oceans. This gentle tug ensures that our planet remains stable and that we experience the seasons that bring growth and renewal. Even the Earth's mantle, its inner core, and its exact distance from the Sun all reflect a Creator who orchestrated every detail so that life could flourish. From an LDS perspective, this is not a tale of random chance but a witness of God's hand in all things. The Earth is a living testament to a divine plan, a place where we can see the Lord's love and wisdom in the very fabric of creation. As we look at the world around us, from the oceans to the skies, we are invited to recognize that it was all part of a loving Father's design to provide us with a home perfectly suited for our mortal journey.